Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So you probably can't see this very well, but I'm making another American Kunoichi picture. So I drew this oval shape head. I'm going to do the eyes. I'm probably going to restructure the face after I get everything in its place. Understand that there will be background noise. Definitely got to give her another nose. Unless I make this a guy. I could do that. Yeah, I can make this restructure his face. Don't know how to draw. I am not the superior artist at drawing. I'm going to restructure the bottom of his face now that I have his eyes, or this person's eyes, where I want them. So now I got to restructure the bottom of the face to restructure the top of the face. Okay. So hopefully I will be able to restructure the face. But to do that, I want to start with the base of the nose. I'm not going to let this nose stay. Alright, so now we have chin. Okay. So first, remove the other eye line. Better get another eraser, because that eraser's dust in the wind, without deleting the eyes and the other face. Okay. So now we get rid of this. Okay. So now I got to fill in the gaps. Totally gonna change this. This is gonna be a demon guy. Okay. So for those who have missed it, I haven't heard this yet. I'm kind of letting the pencil guide me to what I'm going to draw. So at first I was going to draw a woman, but the nose got messed up. So I'm turning the woman into a man. Kind of messed up on the chin structure, so gonna make it more like more of a demon type person versus a woman. So now I'm gonna give this person an actual mouth. I do have some small no mask. I probably should have been looking at. So I should have been looking at these, but I'm not. So just wanted to show you guys I do have some no mask. So now I have to change my design, and I'm going to do that. So base horn right there. Ah, damn it. Bass horn. Damn it. Right. Here. Right. So once I get the horns out, damn it. Excuse me. One horn's a little thicker than the other. Hopefully when I ink it, I will be able to fix that. Now I usually don't start erasing until I start inking. But the no mask is very important in Japanese culture. My characters are also part Native American as well as Japanese. So that kind of will give you a hint on what to expect when that damn book drops. So I'm going to just let the pen, or the pencil rather, guide my brain. Alright, so I'm going to do the hair now. There's a lot of Japanese demons have long hair. I'm only going to make the hair like shoulder length. Like I said, once I so I'm gonna put the young ladies down here. Probably some Native American features as well. So it's not just about Japan. Let's bring the shoulders to there. Okay, so now if I break out the paint, I'm going to debate on how I'm going to ink this fella. So everything I'm doing right here is just a base. I'm going to ink the outside, and then I'm going to figure out what else I'm going to do with this person. Yeah, please forgive that. So hopefully I've given this thing enough detail, because I have to ink this little itty bitty dragon inside here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink that green. So now I'm going to show you guys the part they don't tell you about drawing. The inking. So I'm going to ink in red, black, and green. The main stuff will more than likely be black. I want this dragon to be green, so when I erase the dragon, you will only see green. Now, thing you gotta understand about inking is you better have a steady hand. Like a really steady hand. It's not just about tracing. It's about getting it done as close to drawing it with an ink pen as you possibly can. Alright? I'm gonna give this demon green eyes also. Everything else will be purple. I mean black. I don't know why I said purple. I'm gonna ink the mask in red and everything else black. So the green dragon is done. I'm probably gonna ink the name American Kunoichi in red. So let's ink the mask first. So I'm probably gonna make two parts of this because ain't nothing going on but the rent. So I have to stay up all night to paint this bitch, then that's what I'll do. And the reason why I'm inking the mask red is because I'm probably going to paint the mask red, and it will be easier to for the paint to blend because it's watercolors to blend in with the red ink. Okay, so now the hard part comes in is where I have to do the horns. I'm going to ink the horns black like the hair. Okay. Forget the background noise. Alright, so I got that out the way. And now for black, the fun part. So once I erase all of the pencil, you will see a much better drawing than what you see me working on now. So this is why I said it's going to be a little bit difficult when I start doing the horns. Yes, the demon mask have horns. Anybody wants to come at me on my Japanese knowledge of culture, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. Just know that I know Kung Fu, which is not Japanese. Alright. The nurse is here for my stepfather. So, my plans with the hair are really simple. I'm not going to ink these 9 lines. I'm only going to ink the base lines. Alright? So, that way I'll have options on on what color hair I'm going to paint the demon's wig. Now, before I erase anything, I'm gonna have to ink the name, so that way I can erase everything roughly at the same time. And that way, before I can actually put the girls into the thing here, I can have the names done. So also to make this a little bit more easier, I think I said I was going to ink the name in green. So what I'm going to do is I'll ink it in red and green. You know what? Let's just ink it in red. Just ink it in red. It's going to be much easier to ink it in red. So this is what you're looking at so far. I hope the camera is still recording. Alright, so we're going to start with Kunoichi in this eye first, because it was just right there in my face. Alright. Now, we're going to jump to the other eye, because I put an N inside the eyes to represent the word ninja. Now I'm going to be honest, when I first started writing it, I thought that I should make the characters black in Asian versus Native American in Asian. Then I rethought that shit through, because I wanted to make sure that I got to represent some of my Native American heritage as well as my black heritage. And so, there you have it. And the good news is that the characters are for you young ladies when you're reading this book. I do not intend on making a sequel. However, if Page Publishing wants me to make a sequel, I don't have a problem assisting. No. Just because you can write a book doesn't make you a writer. Now, my other book that I wrote before this was called Love 13, which is not published, but Page Publishing would like to publish it. I, on the other hand, do not have $2,000 to give to Page Publishing to publish. Plus, I don't make enough money to do that. I'm also a big-ass punk, so I'm not going to go and beg people for Patreons and all this other stuff, because I'm poor. I know how it feels to be poor. I know how it feels to bust your ass and have nothing to show for what you do. So I'm really banking on y'all buying this damn book. You know, and I'm hoping that I did a good job. I know Love 13 will sell. I know that will sell, because that's also for young women, but the plot behind that is about revenge. Where the plot behind this, it's not so much revenge as doing the right thing and cultural diversity. And if you are not biracial or mixed, you might still be able to relate to some of the characters. No. I'm not going to give the plot away, because I would much rather you buy the book and read it. Same thing with Love 13. Just know that Love 13 is an autobiographical fantasy about me. And how what I was hoping that YouTube would do for me, which be make me exceptionally famous in By that I mean infamous. You know, because who doesn't want to be famous? You know. Okay, some people don't want to be famous. But everybody wants to at least be rich or well off. I want to be well off. I don't really want to be rich, but I want to know that I won't have to struggle for money. So please buy the damn book. Yeah. I'm going to end this video in a minute after you guys see me do the finished product of erasing all the pencil work. Now remember, if you're going to ink anything, you need a steady hand. Because when your ink falls off of the paper, or if you reluctantly screw up, it's permanent. It's a permanent screw up. Like I just did just now. On top of the C for American. So understand, once I've inked this, I can't undo whatever it is I planned on doing. I don't know what I was doing with that, so I'm just not going to ink that part in. Sorry, y'all, for making it so long, but you know, pencil work and inking takes a lot of your time. So I'm going to let you guys see this, and then I'm going to go and stop the video, and I'm going to draw the girls fighting at the bottom of your page there, which you are already looking at. So hopefully you guys can see all of this. Go to reach. Now comes the part that sucks. The hand crushing, erasing the ink. Alright, so I erased all these hairlines that I didn't ink in. And the reason why I did that is so that I will have options when I paint it with my watercolors on what I want to do. Yeah. So, yeah. Want to make sure that it's done and done well. You know, when you ink and stuff, you gotta make no room for error. Whenever you are inking anything, a steady hand is the most important thing. My hand is tired. But also, once it's inked, you can't undo the ink unless you're using Eraser Mate. But they don't have fine line pens. No offense, Eraser Mate. So, it doesn't hurt to be well rounded with both hands. So, almost done. Alright. So, as you can see, so that part's done. Hope you guys like it. And now, the American Kunoichi title. There is no easy way to remove the penciling, just so that y'all know. Since I want to paint the title completely red, that's why I inked it in red. It's easier to paint it in like colors that can like bleed into the ink without you knowing that it's been inked. You know what I mean? And so I used the Pilot pens, the Precise Pilot pens, and mostly because they have these little tiny tips, and these tips are fucking awesome. So, You know, I wrote my Love 13 with pilot pens and gel pens so that you can distinguish when the gods talk and when the humans talk. And the narration. The narration is all in black. The humans talk in blue, the gods talk in assorted colors. You know, so as you can see, I've had to switch hands. My hand got tired. It's more than likely that I won't get to painting anything before tomorrow. Sorry about the background noise with the dog. So, here you go. American Kunoichi, Phase 1. So I have this drawing here. Not that one. Oh, nope, this is one. So here's another one. So, still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. More than likely going to paint these guys green and red. And one of the kids in the film. Excuse me, I don't know why I said film. I meant to say book. I have a lot of things to paint, so. But, nope, that's my Kung Fu Havoc 2 channel. So for my channel, I have this. We're going to make another Kung Fu Havoc 2 sign sometime between tonight and tomorrow too. So as you can see, commas, because I work with commas, dragons, fucking eagle, falcon, whatever, swords, nunchucks, tonfas, hook sword, butterfly dagger, you know, an axe. It's like one of my favorite weapons. That's my personal design with the yin yang and the axe symbol. So, you know, I got Kung Fu Havoc at the bottom in green. So I haven't figured out how I'm gonna paint that yet. So right now I only am going to focus on my American Kunoichi. Name is in the sword there. And this tells you guys. Let me read it for you in case you can't see it. It is said, nothing is more dangerous to a man than his love of money and lust for women. Behold, the Kunoichi. So for those who don't know what that means, a Kunoichi is a female ninja. And they are the most deadliest of assassins because you would never expect a female to be able to kill you. Shocker when that first started happening. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Oh, it actually did record. Cool. It's still freaking recording. Sorry.